All right, now that we got that disclaimer, hopefully you read it. If you did not, go back and read it. Make sure you read and understand. Now, gamers, I understand you may have not read it. I'm not saying gamers don't read because I'm a gamer myself, but if you, just in case you did not read it, what you're about to see is a devlog basically explaining everything that we have done. We actually created a quest together with the community live, and I want to basically just go over that with you guys. So as you can see, we're still building the map. This is one of the towns right here. We actually didn't name this city or this part of the town. We actually don't know if we'll make it a city or a town yet. We're still building depending on how it goes. We go from there. So we're gonna speed through everything because it's pretty long, and we're actually gonna go to Claw City, which is basically a pits. Pits is a lawless area where you can get rare loot. So you get different types of rare loot. Here is the quest system. This is something we're working on. This is called Kimbo's flash drive. As you can see, we're going to be cleaning this up. You're going to see a lot of things that need to be fixed. I didn't want to just show you guys and just try to tease you guys with a cinematic. What we're going to be doing, we're actually going to put the cinematic trailer of the game out on the reveal, as in like, hey, this is on the release date. So when we're releasing the game, before we release the game, that's when we'll put a cinematic out. But other than that, we will put out just gameplay, so you guys will know what you're buying. I think that when gaming and just companies pair just put out a trailer or something and you don't actually get what you purchase, especially when it comes to cinematic trailers, is actually false advertisement, which is illegal. Right here you'll see that I'm basically testing the quest thing is not working, so that means we have to fix the bug for the quest to actually pop up in there, so you can actually be able to see what you're doing, but the game can actually read that you've done the quest. It hasn't popped up in anything. So another thing that you may see, so going into the town or the city that we have not named, you see that the environment has not been affected by the weather. As right here you can see that the environment is affected by the weather, as in the car loses traction on the road. The mountain is basically, you can see snow is on the ground. This mountain is covered in snow. I'll speed it up right here so you want to see this long road right here. You're going to see a lot of frame dips, and the frame rate is very low because if you read the disclaimer, we are actually playing this game in the editor mode. The reason why I played it inside of the editor mode is because I just didn't feel like packaging the game, waiting for that for this devlog. So I just basically wanted to show you what's going on behind the scenes. This is actually something that we're actually creating. This is behind the scenes. So right now, we're still, like I said, we're still building. Yesterday, not the day before yesterday, we worked on the quest. Yesterday night, we worked on and some of the monsters, the enemies inside of the game. So we worked on giving them skin, basically skeletons and stuff like that. So we actually worked on that. We still had to work on adding sounds, fixing their animations, so some of them actually can move correctly, because some of them be moving, making an animation, and then they stop moving. It's like T-pose. So we got a lot of bugs that we had to fix. But these things will happen before we go into playtesting. We'll make sure that these things, some of the stuff that you may not see, you may not, well, gamers, talking to gamers, but gamers will look at it and be like, well, this is bad. Don't worry, we're actually going to fix that stuff. But like I said, this is very early. As you see, this is actually pre-alpha, early stage in pre-alpha. And it's also being made by myself as of right now, but not have another developer on it. But these things will be fixed, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll not launch anything, or even in the playtesting, the very first playtesting, we will not let anybody play it in the state it is in right now, which is still actually in a good state. So it's in a very good state. It's just some things as animations, some bugs don't, some things don't work because of bugs. So those things will be fixed before playtesting happens, right? So right now, as you can see, I'm watching my surroundings, making sure that nothing pops up behind me or whatever the case may be. This is for one player mode right now. Regardless of multiplayer or one player mode inside of the pits, or just basically period, this in the whole game, but mainly in pits area. So basically the areas where you get the rare loot and it's a lawless, and it's just monsters there, monster AIs, etc. These you want to basically make sure you watch it back. You always want to make sure you turn around, make sure you look, see what's going on and stuff like that. You actually will see right here. So Right now, I didn't talk about this in one past the last one. This is a weapon case. These things come with different types of ammo, different types of weapons. So rare things. So when you find things inside of these, you actually can keep them. If you make it back to your hideout, you can sell the items if you want to keep them, just in case you die and lose everything. You still have weapons. Right now, you'll see that my character was jerking. That was due to me actually losing health from thirst and hunger. So eating food and staying healthy also in the future, as I see, you have to watch it back because again, see, we're talking about this as you see as animations isn't working right now. We're fixing all that stuff. But we're going back into the food, and I'll get into what and who that is, what kind of um, like all the pits will have the different versions of these boss monsters here. All right, but going back into the food and sicknesses and stuff like that, all that stuff will matter. You would definitely have to pay attention to that stuff. So this is a very important thing that you want to basically consider. And our play to earn model, which is not a play to earn, play to earn is dead. Our earning model inside of the game, which is a bonus, it's not the focus of the game, is basically owning franchises, owning stores, owning real estate. You be able to rent that stuff out. The items that you find here that you see inside of the inventory, if you make it back, you're able to sell that to the auction house or the pawn shop. We should get into that in a second. But going to the Nephilim, which is the big guy that was chasing me. The Nephilim is one of the boss monsters inside of a pit. So, like I said, each dangerous area that's will be considered a pit. And also, SAP Foundation centers will also have boss monsters. But the pits will have their own versions. And here is the Nephilim. They all like really huge blood sponges, and they take a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage, and they'll actually walk around the whole pit. So you basically run into them in different spaces and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool thing. Also, some monsters, some AI monsters, and some of the pit monsters wouldn't be affected by certain types of ammo. For example, you have some not affected by 9mm ammo. So certain different types of ammo, certain different types of blades will actually affect some types of creatures and stuff. So right here, I run out of ammo. And running out of ammo basically means you're kind of dead if you actually get into a battle. So unless you're close to the person, that's when you use melee. But I didn't use melee because I panicked right here. So one thing you see right here, you can actually make YouTube content with this type of thing, because you can actually make like a funny like a GTA roleplay experience. That's actually what the game is inspired by. So as the multiplayer comes, you guys can actually roleplay, you guys being inside of a horror game and stuff. But yeah, so just owning things inside of the game is very, very important. Owning the shops, owning the businesses, owning the land that turn into businesses, and owning the franchises, which is our businesses. So there's three different types of businesses inside of the game. As you can see right here, I've grabbed another pistol. So my goal was to bring that pistol back to my hideout and then just basically put it inside of, like, you know, you can basically put it in different things, such as nightstands, dressers. So I wanted to put the pistol or whatever I find on this run back into my stash. So if I ever died and lost everything, which we'll be adding that, we just basically try to make that more fluent. When you lose everything, and then you basically have something you don't have to worry about. Hey, I'm asked out, which is also very important. Which is why inviting your friends to the platform, telling your friends about the platform, about the game and stuff like that, so you can build your team and come into the faction and actually earn for engaging and building with each other, and playing the playtest with each other and stuff like that. This is very important. So because you when you die and don't have any other resources, you would need someone to help you, give you a gun. So you can see we cut his ultra weapons real fast. But you know, so again, we're gonna be working on the animations again. So gamers, don't judge. It's not the final product. All right, just know that we put this together yesterday with the creatures, and we just basically just wanted to show you guys how the gameplay would work. Okay, so back to me talking about the teams and getting the factions and everything. That's gonna be very important. Also want to make sure that you guys know that all the weapons will not be always fire. Everything that you find will not always be fire, so don't expect to see that. I love this part right here. But yeah, so going back into the role playing, you guys role playing, you got your team, because you're going to need that because the AI is going to be difficult. Imagine what you're seeing right now, but just I had to also deal with other players as well.
Hello?
So just think about that. So it's gonna be very difficult, but you actually earn for building a team. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, we got a lot of, like I said, a lot of work to do. And again, as you can see, running
Come
out of
on now,
ammo
dog.
is one of the most. Is once you run out of ammo and you're in any type of battle, it doesn't matter if it's AI or another player. If you run out of ammo, if you can't run up to them and kill them, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably dead. So as you can see right here again, the changes and everything, that weapon cases, it's, you want to make sure you search for them. But yeah, so going back into the team things, I'm just basically trying to follow the video with you guys. Going back into the team thing, it's very important to make sure you have a team, because you want to have somebody that has extra weapons. You want to have somebody that have money for ammo and stores. So there's a lot of different things that you just don't want to play this game alone, because it's going to be difficult. Again, imagine just if I was me playing this right now and you see I had to worry about multiplayers and I'm by myself. So you're not going to make it out of the pits by yourself. You know, unless you're a very skilled player and you study the map and you know where to go, what buildings to go into and stuff like that. Which a lot of the buildings inside of the game will be accessible. You'll be able to go into them. So we're actually gonna put a lot of work inside of this game. So I take this rifle because the rifle is actually rare. So you will get instances where like horror stuff will happen. You know, I just wanted to test it out right there, and it works. So it's pretty cool, because this is a Grand Theft Auto roleplay inspired game with horror elements, with the survival mechanic of, and just like the kind of the survival combat feel of Escape from Tarkov, but just a third person view. But you can go first person as well, but it's better to be in for third person. Going into the weather, I like the fact that I've added to the fact that the weather actually can affect you. As soon as it's going to actually affect you, like the health wise. If it's too cold, you should have certain types of clothes on, stop past fires, go inside the buildings. So that's going to be a thing. But one thing that I really like is like rainstorms and snow blizzards and snow. That actually not just affect the environment, but affects your seeing. So it's pretty cool. So I gotta fix the tracer on the bullets. Just basically where the bullets come from. One thing I'll be fixing. A lot of the stuff that gotta be fixed aren't, you know, I can literally fix that within like a day or two. So that's a good thing. We'll be adding audio to the creatures. We just added a bunch of creatures in last night. Just to get their animations, get their attacks in and stuff like that, get their damage, their status, we got all that stuff in there. But now we just gotta basically just clean up everything when it comes to the sounds and their movement and stuff like that. So let's go to the time to kill when it comes to weapons. When it comes to human beings, bullets take them out fast. I still have to basically adjust the damage on the pistol. Because bullets, I wanted it to be realistic, where humans just don't eat bullets unless they're anomalies, which there will be humanoid anomalies inside of the game. If they're superhuman, then they won't. It will take a few more bullets than an average human. If not, it will take a lot of bullets depending on how strong or what level it is. So right now, you see me go inside of the gas station store. This is a bandit of it, of course, as you can see. There's no lights and stuff, and you basically just have to loot. I'll get back into the human thing in a second. I don't want to miss this part. So what you do is just basically go through the building, loot every 48 minutes. The items will respawn, the enemies will respawn. So sometimes you might actually go to the pits, but between that 48 minutes, there's no items because the people that's in the pits already looted the thing. As you can see, this is another way you can earn money by just looting cash registers, or doing missions, or looting bodies, which I'll get into that in a second. But let me just finish this. After 48 minutes, all of the stuff, everything, basically the map resets. Now you reset, you go back home, whenever like that. There's no distractions, anything like that. There's just all of the items and the AI responds. Okay, so let's get into just basically the bullets. I just see the headshot kills them. When it comes to humanoids, not superhumans, bullets can kill you fast. So you have to be careful of just basically thinking you're going to get in a Call of Duty fight. All right, so let's go into the earning model. If you are a member, you can actually turn the in-game currency into a token. Being a member, having a key card, a membership card, is the only way you can actually earn inside of the game. If without a membership card, just think about how I'm playing it now. No membership card, I will not be able to turn that in-game currency into native token. This is just a regular Web 2 game, so it's just a game after that. It's not it don't have the blockchain attached to it if you don't have a membership card. You can engage with the blockchain people still, so you're just not like we separate the two. You engage with them. What I mean by that is once you take that in-game currency and go into a franchise, for example, you run out of ammo very fast, you need to buy food, you need to buy gas for your car, you need to buy armor, all these type of things, new items after you die and stuff. So all this stuff, once you take that in-game currency that you have found, that you have gotten from doing missions and stuff, once you spend that money into a franchise store that that a player actually owns, if that player has a membership key, that player is able to convert that in-game currency into the token, and that's how it works. So there's no basically split between, no play to win type of stuff. The only thing that can actually be added into the game, which everybody benefits if someone uses money, which is someone owns a franchise and then they go into the franchise marketplace and buy stuff for their store. So if they buy fire ammo, let's say they buy fire ammo, they buy ammo, incendiary rounds, you are able to go and buy them too as well with in-game currency. So they use the native token to buy the stuff on the marketplace, put it inside of their game, and then everyone has access to it. Instead of us, we sell the skin to you, players are able to sell the skin to you. So the people that owns the properties, the franchise and stuff, are able to buy from the marketplace from us, and then they are able to sell it to you guys. So that's basically how earning works in here. It's very important to own or rent a hideout, because if you don't have a hideout, you would basically just be running around renting hotels, but you have to find money. If you don't have money, in-game currency I'm talking about, if you don't have in-game currency, not real cash, in-game currency, you're just going to keep dying and losing your stuff, unless you rent out which you still need in-game currency for it. Then you would just again, it would be very difficult for you. So you want to make sure that if you can't if you're not good enough to keep in-game currency because you keep dying and losing your stuff, people keep looting your body, taking your in-game currency from you, then you just want to make sure you bring a friend with you, or you don't have to do the pits. You don't have to go to the pits. You don't have to do go to the places that you can actually go into. Some of the lawful cities and the lawful towns, they're actually places you can go in there and raid as well. There's abandoned buildings in them at of those places too, but they just don't have this like rare loot. You can just get a job here in the game. So what I mean by get a job, you can work for law enforcement, and we work for law enforcement. They give you weapons. You could be a realtor. You could be an insurance agent. You can be a transporter. You can be a bounty hunter, which is basically a level up of the law enforcement. So you have to be. I just wanted y'all to see that.
Come on, man.
So that was for, I know how gamers are probably seeing my aim. I was just thinking that. But yeah, so law enforcement actually had to level up their business to become bounty hunters and stuff. But you can get paid in-game currency or the myth tokens depending on the job that you take. So if you have a membership card, you can get myth tokens. Um, and if you don't have a membership card, you just get in-game currency. So so many different ways. So we didn't mix the two. We didn't just force blockchain in the game. Blockchain is just a bonus. Right now, as you see, I kind of completed the quest. I didn't want to go into all these other buildings and stuff like that due to timing, and I just didn't want you guys to see like a walking simulator. So I just wanted to show not just you guys of the devlog, but to show the people who came to the live for the last 3 days, showing that hey, look, the quest is in the game, and now we just basically had to clean up a lot of the bugs and the animations and stuff like that to get it ready for playtest, and then we just add a couple more missions, and then guys get ready for playtest. One thing that you guys notice, so it went from fog, regular, and now it's snowing, and now you see the environment. Now the snow is adding up onto the mountains and in the ground, stuff like that. So as you see, I'm still looking at my surroundings. I didn't want to speed up this time thing right this time right here. I didn't want to speed it up due to I thought that enemies might be around. So you see, I'm eating. I ran out of drinks. So now hydration is gonna be hard. So what do I have to do? Take that in-game currency I just got. Since I'm playing the game on myself, I don't have to worry about multiplayer. I don't have to worry about PvP or anything like that. So there's a bigger chance for me to actually make it back right now, right? But let's say that it was multiplayer, it'd be very difficult for me to make it back because now not only do I have to worry about the AI, but also have to worry about the players. So I have to stealth my way back to the city or the town, whichever we make it, which I'll give update with the next devlog what we've turned into, and show you what it looks like from now. Because it actually looks different now. But I'm gonna now take that in-game currency that I've made, and also making from doing this quest, because Kimbo, he actually pays you when you do the quest too, so that's you making money right there. So I'm going to do is take that money, and then I'm going to go buy food. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go buy ammo. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to buy armor, weapons, and stuff like that. So it's not just like you just take the money, the in-game currency and stuff like that. So it's not like you just take the in-game currency and stuff like that, and then you just go, you just basically just cash out of the game. If you have a membership card, that wouldn't be smart because you actually still need to play the game. So that's where the play to earn, or the pay to win model doesn't work, because you can't buy in-game currency, and you can't when you do own a franchise, you still have to buy it from yourself. So people don't have to worry about pay to win. So any weapon that can be purchased inside of the game, everybody can purchase that gun with in-game currency. So that's the devlog. Hopefully you guys got a lot of understanding. We're about to roll out our referral program. If you have any questions, make sure you comment below in the video, like and share with people. Build your team, get people to play the game with us in the play testing, because we need people to that's all we need. We already have the funding, we got everything else. We just need people to play the game. We need people to see the game. Just share the game out to people. Share this video, let people know that we're actually really building something. We're not going to give you guys cinematics and don't have nothing else to show. Give you guys cinematics, but you don't know what the game is. Give you guys cinematics and not giving you guys what we offered you and what we promised you guys. You're getting everything that we're promising you. As you guys see, we're creating that GTA role-playing game with the Resident Evil feel, with Escape from Tarkov, basically survival gameplay, combat film as well. Again, for the gamers, just make sure that you understand, read the disclaimer I put in the beginning of the video, that what you have seen is all going to be fixed. We're not going to pull the Cyberpunk. We're not going to do a day before. We're going to completely fix everything before the game is fully released. The reason why we're able to do that is due to we're not taking any VC money. We have full creative control, and we just basically want to create the best game. This game is a game being built for gamers, because me as a gamer myself is tired of the BS that we have to deal with when it comes to video gaming. We want to make sure that we create something that actually can go down in history. That's basically the goal here. All right, so thank you for watching the video. If you're a part of the community already, make sure you share this video. Get ready for the referral program. I want you also to go to the website, go under economy, and you'll see a proposal. It'll actually show you guys how, as a community, all of you guys can win. And as we build this game, everybody can win as we build this game. That being said, I'm out of here, you guys.